Hi everyone, I wanted to apologize. My fire alarm actually came on and the power went out, but all is well now. I hope everyone could join me again as to what I was saying to get back to it. Um, so, we are going to discuss the IELTS preparation for beginners and how exactly what steps you should take when you are preparing for your IELTS exam, how to break down an action plan, study plan of what you should be concentrating on. So, my biggest advice to all of you when you are preparing for the IELTS exam, especially as a beginner, is first to familiarize yourself with the exam. And then once you familiarize with yourself with the exam and what parts of the exam you are weak in, try to identify, oh, I'm having a hard time with IELTS reading, for example. Once you identify what parts of Yes, sorry about that, Arif Haq. I couldn't get back on. My power went out, and then I got disconnected, and unfortunately, I cannot join the same live again. So I had to make a new one. So I know earlier you asked Arif Haq about the IELTS reading section. Was it you who asked about how to find the answers in IELTS reading? And the biggest tip I can give you is that you don't have time to read the passage word for word. You need to find certain vocabulary words or keywords that are being asked in the questions to identify them in the passage. Once you highlight those keywords in the question, then that way you are able to go directly to the passage and look for those keywords. And it's obvious, I think it's very evident that you're not going to find the exact keywords in the passage, but you need to keep synonym language in mind, especially for the match headings question. I wouldn't recommend you to go first to the passage or first to the question bank. For the match headings, I would recommend you to go directly to the passage, take a look at each paragraph, and try to think of a heading yourself, kind of an overview of what each paragraph is about. And then once you do that, you are able to go back to the question and say, okay, well, this paragraph was actually about this topic. So this match headings would, or this answer would match this headings. Try to eliminate the answers to see which one matches best with each particular paragraph. So I hope that helps. And honestly, I think it's all about managing your time, trying to learn strategies, tips, and tricks on how to find the answer. And out of Haq, just curious, which question do you find the hardest in IELTS reading section? Because I know most students actually find the the match headings question and the diagram question the most challenging because it looks a bit intimidating, I guess. But the thing is, if you are able to find these tips and tricks, these will definitely help you. And I have a video coming out for that. Gap with clue, is that fill in the blanks? Fill in the blanks, did you say? Yes, the diagram one is quite challenging. I know. I know a lot of them are challenging. I think just because it's very tricky to try to think of a synonym language or synonym word that matches the questions the examiner is looking for. So once you become familiar with that, and honestly, I highly recommend that you start reading for 20 minutes every single day, just so you familiarize yourself with sentence structures. Read about anything that you are interested in. Try to choose topics like science, technology, anything you are interested in. So that way, on exam day, you are not struggling to read, and when you read, you actually learn new vocabulary words that you may be challenged with on your IELTS reading exam. So if you are able to read for 20 minutes a night, don't just depend on mock test, because the issue with mock test I've realized is, uh with mock tests, a lot of students, they'll be very challenged if they don't get the same mock test on exam day. So yes, you can do mock tests, no issues, but diversify your material, your resources that you're looking at, so that way you learn new vocabulary words. This will benefit you in all aspects of the IELTS reading section. And Arif, if you have some time to get on a call on that Calendly link, I don't know if you have some time right now. We can get on a call if you would like, and that way I can ask you some questions if you've ever taken the IELTS exam, and we can go into detail about the resources you should look at when you are trying to find the answers for the fill in the blanks or the diagram completion question. So, as I mentioned, I know the first thing you have to do is identify your weak points in the IELTS, on the IELTS exam. What questions do you find the most challenging? If you are given these questions, which ones do you find the most challenging? And then once you identify that, you know which areas of the exam you need to concentrate on. And okay, ma'am. Okay. Sorry, the messages are coming a bit late, so I'm not getting them right away. So I just want to make sure, fill in the, yes. So let me put the Calendly link down below. So if anyone wants to book a free 1 hour call with me, you are able to do this. And for those joining, once again, if you were joining earlier, I'm sorry about that. I lost connection. My electricity went out. But definitely, I'm here to help you if you have any questions, how to prepare for the exam. And out of just curious, which exam are you taking? Is it academic, general? Have you ever taken the exam? Oh wow, okay, I booked it. That's like, when is that? 3 days from now. Yeah, that's very soon. I wish you the best of luck. Academic, okay. And so you're saying that you need the most help in IELTS reading, more than speaking, writing. Yeah, so it's very important that you are prepared for your exam. I wish you the best of luck. Just like I said, don't just take IELTS mock tests. Try to read for 20 minutes a night. Try to improve your English. Reading will help you in all the different parts. If you are able to read for 20 minutes a night, this will help you become a better writer. And one thing I highly recommend is, if you, let's say you are reading an article and you come across a vocabulary word that you don't know the meaning of, make the effort to look it up in the dictionary. And once you make an effort to look up that word in the dictionary, Honestly, my biggest tip for you is make the effort to write that vocabulary word in your own sentence so that way you remember the vocabulary word. If you just memorize a vocabulary word but you don't know in what context you need to use this word in, this will not be beneficial. So you need to know how to use this vocabulary word. So make that effort to write the vocabulary word down in your own sentence so that way this vocabulary word will be remembered in your long term memory. You will know how to use it. You will know how to use it in writing, speaking, or if you hear it in the listening section, or if you come across it in the reading section, right? Yes, I know the reading section could be challenging, and my biggest advice for you is to go through those videos that I have posted for all the different question types, how to locate answers. So then that way you are able to find the answer as soon as you can and stay within the time limit. And my biggest tip for you is to just make sure you are confident, because believe me, if you are not confident and you feel a bit overwhelmed, if you're not in the right state of mind, is what I'm trying to say, this will be even more challenging because you're nervous that you're taking an exam and you're not able to find the answers. So make sure that you feel confident and take your time, try to look for the answers, and remember those strategies within the videos you watch, the materials you read on, and you will get a high band. So, for now, I am going to end this call because I have to get going. But if you have any last minute questions, I'm happy to answer them. And thank you so much for joining me, uh, Arif, and everyone else. I don't know. Uh, I don't see a list of who is on the call, but I do see that there are a few people here. Definitely, I wish you the best of luck and you will do great. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day. Bye now.